Well, ladies and gents, so one thing I picked up from Ollie, Ollie at us, is my little, I call it my little tarpy shelter. From Point North, I got many moons ago some Danish camouflage M84, and granted, it's now autumn, it's not blending in very well. Not that would be an issue for me, but in the winter it does, sorry, in the summer it does disappear. And again, the design mission was just to try and better a tarp. Always like the old Baker tent style, but as we can see, it's got a little bits of misprint on the material. That's why I got it, and I got it so cheap. Well, it wasn't exactly cheap, but that's why I got it. Don't normally see the Belgium M84, sorry, the Danish M84. And when it does come, it comes in 180 wide. Most materials come in 150, so that allowed me to adapt a few designs. And you know, this is a piece of an offcut that I had and just hocked it away because it had a bit of misprint there and a little bit on the other side. You know, you knew that when you was buying it. Loads of it come with no misprint, and I made a lot of shelters out of that. But as we can see, it's 2 meters there, comes in and then comes in again, so you're getting coverage from the side. A lot of mole, it's got a problem with moles in here. And as we can see, anything coming in from the side, normally that was just a tarp, that would just be open there. But look, see on the back here, it's got the 2 tie out points, so you can pull it away, give you more room inside. I haven't done it there, so I'm just putting that for a little, have a little tinker about with this. But ladies and gents, there's almost 3 meters under there. It's about 270, so you're going to get your Bergen at one end and your whole sleep system completely under there. Any rain coming off will just come down here and drop that off. There's a couple of little flaps there and one the other side, and I'll show you that when I go around there. But ladies and gents, considering that weighs, and it is 40-ounce material, it's heavy duty material, none of your seal nylons or anything like that that will rip and tear. Weighs about as much as a military tarp because it hasn't got none of the eyelets or on it or anything, ladies and gents. But you've got a nice little bit of enclosure in there for no more than, you know, the weight of I'll just say a British or DD tarp, 2x2, 2x3, whatever. But yeah, just you know, I'd forgotten I shot that to Ollie, because I reckon if he was to and he says, "Ooh, I'm not never say never," produce them in a lightweight oilskin or cotton canvas, I think they'll be a big seller. I haven't got the ability to make and produce things to sell, not to any great degree. And as David Fair said to me, "Eddie, I make pouches and Ollie makes shelters." But it's still on his mindset to do. A nice little chat and a coffee with him. Time, anybody that's making stuff and selling stuff will tell you that time is the greatest asset, or the thing you don't have the most of. But anyway, that's just a little shelter I come out with. And this sort of thing, as you can see, I sold that on because I just had this bit of material, didn't know what to do with it. And that can come down and pull it up, or water running off there. It won't be mega, but it'll be enough to fill up a pot at the bottom there and a pot at the other side. Mr. Baldrick approves of it. You like that one, Baldy, don't you? Yeah, I love it, Dad. I love it, sure, Dad. You can hear a Bambi, can't you? Yeah, he's barking at me, I'll bark at him when I catch it. But ladies and gents, yeah. My only think to, because again, don't keep working on something. If something's working and you'll be under there, mullering rain. I've been under there when the rain was like proper, you know, it's like proper Icelandic rain. You know what I mean? Don't muck about with that stuff. And I was completely dry. So it works. Nothing flash, nothing fancy. But what I was thinking about doing, because I've since come across another bit of material. If you imagine from there to there to there, all the way along the back, and another that way, it would only need to be, even if it was 6 to 8 inches all the way around. Imagine that lifted up and then your tie-out points coming out with a little stick underneath it to, you know, drop that bit I'm sewing on vertically. You give yourself a lot more room under there for not a great deal more effort or, you know, embuggerance. That's not a swear word, that's actually in the dictionary. So I may either do that, oh Baldy, who goes in there, is, or with another material, replicate what I've got here, and then do it, you know, with a bit of material that drops down vertically, and this will be up, give you a lot more living room under there. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever, bearing in mind that's at least 150, and then the 30 centimetres is a bit coming off the front. Yeah, boom, I've an idea. I might do that, just do that again, rather than muck this one about, because, you know, I can't get this material again and that type of stuff, ladies and gents. And I wish I could, especially as it's 180 wide as it off the roll. But anyway, I won't sort of bore you too much to death with it, but that's my little go-to, well, one of my go-to shelters. I like the things I build and adapt myself and that. Boom. I've got another one, another little I'll bring it across next time, whereas I can attach it to the ridge line. It will come down about this far and then go over all the way, making it almost an enclosed, just give you a lot more protection. Like I say, I've just picked this up from Ollie, and he does like the look of this, the feel of this, and it's easily doable. Obviously a little bit more expensive, not expensive, because it just, the base material costs more, but I think that would sort out a lot of people really. Sort of got my angles right, and yeah, I think I've made the decision now. I'm going to use this as a pattern to make another one, and then just put the drop at the back and that. Because once you make something, you think, oh, I could do that better next time, or that will be an easier way of doing it for the same effect. But yeah, there's just my my little darling. I say, don't weigh no more than your military shelters. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just a lot better. You know, you could lift that ridge line up a bit more if you wanted. It's up to yourselves. A lot of the time I run the ridge line underneath it, and it comes out, there's a little hole on either side. Like I say, any rain coming off that, it's going to keep you completely dry under there. And it's just another one of them things, ladies and gents. I'll set my stall out by that. You know, keep it simple, keep it stupid, and it'll probably work. And that one does. And there's only one on the planet so far. Oh, Mr. Baldy's just running to me ridgeline. You want to go under the tent, Baldy? No, unless it rains, Dad. His little camouflage coat. So many people ask me, oh, where can they get one? And I say, you can't really, because I made it for him. Yeah, you made that for me, Baldy. Baldy. Yeah, you made that for me, Dad. I love that, don't I? No other dogs can get one. Right, anyway, ladies and gents, yeah, I just put this up to have a little think about things, and because you make something, bring it out, use it a couple of times, stick it in the old storage. But yeah, that's just, yeah, I've got some material at home, and I could see me doing that, yeah. So as I say, when I do, I'll bring you back.